All done. I've unlocked Damascus, Obsidian, Damascus a second time, DM Ultra, Dark Aether, Atomic, and Vanguard Dark Aether on every weapon. Was it worth grinding days of playtime just to have these 2 new camos? No, not at all, but I don't regret it. Having both Atomic and Dark Aether under my belt means I never have to go back and play Vanguard ever again. I say that with a negative connotation, even though I did find many moments of enjoyment, not just through the grind, but playing Vanguard. Unfortunately, out of the most recent grinds, these 2 were by far the worst. Starting with multiplayer's Atomic camo, it was literally impossible to unlock it up until 3 months after launch, since unlock challenges wouldn't track. Not only were the ways to fix the camo bug extremely straightforward, they are still happening. The grind itself is easy but far from enjoyable. Having to wait for attachments to be unlocked after you already unlocked a camo challenge just to make any progress accessible is, to put it in light terms, ridiculous. These issues are self-explanatory in nature on how to find solutions, yet we still continuously have to deal with them. With Dark Aether, you have to play Vanguard zombies. Enough said. Understandably, this turned away many players from continuing the grinds, or even attempting them. Neither of the camos are worth it if you're wanting to unlock a good-looking camo that some would describe as flashy or vibrant. There's better games like Cold War that have better camos. I'll always say this when it comes to mastery camos, even with Atomic and Dark Aether. I have a lot of pride when it comes to unlocking these. Honestly, I have more pride with these 2 camos compared to Cold War and Modern Warfare's respective ones. I have it all. Every weapon 100% completed. Barely anyone can say that, especially on top of owning the other mastery camos. That prestige to me is what makes the grinds worth it. Later this week, when Modern Warfare 2 launches, anything I unlocked or purchased over the last 3 years won't matter. It's a fresh slate. I don't regret a thing. I have a complete collection of every mastery camo. No disrespect to the king himself, Jev. I have even more mastery camos unlocked than he does. That's how I know I completed a grind. As frustrating as the grinds got, I got to share some great memories I made with friends sitting in Discord calls, going through weapon progression as fast as we could. I shared my grinding experience with you guys and made some great videos along the way. I also will never feel regret a couple years from now when I think about Vanguard. There won't be demons in my head screaming, why didn't you complete or finish the Atomic/Dark Aether grind? Instead, they might scream, why the fuck did you complete the grind? I can't explain why or how I became a completionist, but I love it. It's given me more reasons to enjoy these games, regardless of how broken, disappointing, or terrible they are. There is something that gets me hooked. Once I see that mastery camo unlock notification, it's so satisfying to see that all your time and effort is being rewarded, and honestly, it makes me want to grind even more. If you haven't yet finished the Atomic grind or are still considering it, my honest opinion is don't do it unless you are extremely close to completing the grind. Vanguard was tough on the whole community. From how it seemed, the majority of players wrote this game off and pretended like it didn't exist, returning to old entries in the franchise. Can you blame anyone? No. Even if you like this game, and I'm using the term very lightly for myself, I liked it too, it's hard to ignore the catalog of problems it had. This is a major contributing factor why everyone, including myself, is extremely excited for Modern Warfare 2. It can't be worse than Vanguard, right? Hopefully this statement doesn't come off as a surprise to anyone and no one suffers a heart attack. I'm the most excited for the Orion camo grind. If you haven't seen the mastery camos yet, we have Gold, Platinum, Polyatomic, and Orion. Already, they look good. They look really good. The only thing I change is make Orion look more like COD Ghost's Nebula camo. All I can hope for is the grind is going to be as enticing as these camos look. I still want there to be a major element of challenge though. Unlocking these isn't supposed to be easy or everyone would have them. Cry all you want about Orion not being tailored to casual players. It's not supposed to be. I get people don't want to treat Orion like it's a full-time job just to unlock something that changes the appearance of your weapon. From personal experience, you don't even need to treat it that way to complete the challenge. I unlock camos faster than the average player. It takes me on average 4 to 5 days of in-game playtime to complete them. That may seem like a lot, but if you played for 1 hour a day, you could still unlock the Orion camo in the span of 3 to 5 months, depending on how good of a player you are. It's not rocket science, it just takes some commitment. On top of the Orion grind, we will also have a completionist calling card for not only completing every camo on every weapon, but there are going to be post-camo challenges for using each camo. Unlike MW, these calling card challenges are straightforward and don't force you to get 100 kills while balancing on your left leg with no attachments. No goofy challenges. This year already appears streamlined and really fun. Moral of the story, it was extremely rewarding to unlock and complete everything that the Warzone era had to offer.